Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Today we're going to be talking about art. Lego art, of course. Now we essentially have all of the current available Lego art sets. That's Harry Potter, Mickey and Minnie, the Siths, and of course Iron Man and the world map, which is over there. The ones that we didn't get are the Beatles and also Andy Warhol, which is the Marilyn Monroe one. But the big question is what's coming out in the future? What can we expect to get? And also, what could we build? Because it's art, right? You could technically build anything that you want. There's a whole bunch of different art sets or custom art sets that are on rebrickable.com. So we're going to have a detailed look at a bunch of those and just sort of think about what we might want to add to the Lego room, if there's any on rebrickable.com that sort of interest us, or if we want to wait for more official Lego sets to come out as we move forward into the future. So heading over to rebrickable.com, it is actually overwhelming how many cool Lego art sets are available on this amazing website where people can upload custom instructions. But we're actually going to start right here on the Lego website because this set here is coming out on December 4th. This is Art Project Create Together. You get 36 different designs and also, I believe, the vintage spaceman, as we can see right there. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now the Lego group also provided us an alternate art for the Harry Potter art set, which is the Golden Snitch. That one looks pretty cool. And so does Hedwig the Owl, and these are actually free instructions provided to us by the Lego group. And then there's also Platform 9 3/4. Now one set that we didn't get, as stated earlier, is actually the Beatles art sets, but these are actually some alternate builds for the Beatles art, and these are free instructions. This is the Space Canvas. There's 3 different options, and they actually look pretty good when they're on a wall together, and of course would pair up nicely with some of those NASA sets. Now this is an alternate art set for the world map. I actually like the look of it. Pop! It looks pretty sweet. It almost looks comic book style. It would definitely add a nice pop of color to the Lego room. And there's actually a couple different versions of it. You can build some using the pieces from the Andy Warhol or Marilyn Monroe art set as well. Look at that one. Wow. That's very colorful and looks pretty cool as well. Another one that you can build using the parts and pieces from the world map is actually this one here. It's a Porsche World Tour. That one looks pretty sweet. You still got the world in the background, sort of world map-ish, but you got the nice Porsche in the front and center. Now this one I actually really like. This would pair up beautifully with the vintage spaceman that you can build with that new art set coming out from the Lego group. This is the classic Space Mosaic. I mean, there's a lot of blue there. It's sort of a boring logo, but hey, that's classic, that's vintage. That is pretty neat. There's actually one that's a little bit larger as well. This one is 64 by 48. And once again, it's the Art Classic Space. A little bit larger, but we might have to consider doing one of those. Now, why are we looking at art? Well, it's because we have the pieces to do it. And one that we're going to be doing right away is this one here. This is the Edmonton Oilers logo. That's my hockey team. I love the Edmonton Oilers. So I figured, you know what? We better get an Edmonton Oilers art piece going here. Check out all of these pieces that we have. So, of course, the Oilers art is one that we're going to be moving forward with right away. We've picked all of our white and orange and dark blue studs that we need for that, and we've got a bunch more. Of course, we don't have them all, but we've got a bunch more parts on order to complete that. So that's going to be happening right away. Another one that'll be happening right away is the custom Sig Fig Bricksie art. So we've got all the parts to do that, and we just need to build it now. So we'll probably be building that sometime in the next week or so. And as you can see over here, we have a lot of additional extra studs that came from building the large Harry Potter one, also the large Sith art, and then also a very generous viewer and member of the channel, Mike Scott, sent us all of these studs here. So that's sort of why we're looking at more options. What we can do. Actually, it looks like we got lots of blue, so that vintage space art might be. So there's definitely going to be some good options for us to build. Also, we have a drawer right here that's loaded full of studs as well. So this is all the additional studs that we have, the ones in the drawer there and the ones right here. And then we're going to be doing the Bricksie art and also the Edmonton Oilers logo. Let's continue looking at the options that we have from rebrickable.com. So there is a lot of great art, and of course Star Wars is one that I'm sort of prone to doing. However, I'm not sure if The Lego group is going to give us Jedi art or bounty hunter art or droid art or something like that. You know, we have all of the Siths, including Tanjam's custom Palpatine, but I'm not sure if we want to do any more custom Lego Star Wars art until we see if there's new sets coming out with the new themes. However, this Yoda does look awesome. And so does this Stormtrooper right here. That thing looks amazing, and I sort of want to add that along with Yoda and maybe even Ahsoka. Look at that. And what about Mando? All you need to make this one here is the Beatles. So this is an alternate model of the Beatles art. I don't know. I bookmarked this one here. I'm not sure how I feel about that Star Wars logo. But this guy right here is pretty cool. This is R2-D2. That one looks pretty sweet. Pretty basic, but I mean, it's R2-D2. It looks spot on. Now this one's pretty cool as well. This one's done by Tanjam. This is Darth Revan. And you know what? Tanjam's actually made quite a few different custom Lego arts. One of them being Sidious here, which we actually have in the Lego room. And he also did a really cool Obi-Wan Kenobi as well. I'm sure there's lots more Star Wars ideas out there for sure, and more that we could do as well. But I'm sort of going to wait, I think, until the Lego group issues a new Lego Star Wars art set. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to point out this one here. It's Boba Fett. Lots of other ideas on here, such as Wall-E. Also Donald Duck. An alternate build for Andy Warhol, the Pink Panther. Another one that you can build using the Andy Warhol set is actually Wonder Woman. Not sure how I feel about that one though. Sort of retro looking, looks pretty neat. Skin might be a little bit too pink though, I think. Captain Jack Sparrow done by the Beatles. That's a good alternate art. You know, I think the Lego group should do some superhero logos. This looks pretty basic. It's a lot of yellow. It's the bat signal, but I think they need to give us a superhero one, whether it be Marvel superheroes or DC superheroes. It could be their logos, or it could be, you know, mosaics of like their face shots, just like they did with Iron Man. I think they need to give us a little bit more of that. And I don't know, looking at this logo, I guess it's a lot of the same color, but it would look really good on the wall if you had like the Justice League logos in a cube. That would look pretty sweet. But they could give us face shots like this here. We have Spider-Man, and that one looks pretty basic. Probably have a lot of red pieces and a lot of these colors. We could do something like that. But I'd like the Lego group to give us some more art pieces involving superheroes, not just Iron Man. Like this guy right here. Like that'd be a cool one to get. No, that's Homer Simpson. But yeah, I would like to do some sort of Simpsons art, and I think this one looks pretty cool. It's not actually studs, it's solid plate in the background. One superhero art set that I really like on Rebrickable is Harley Quinn. That's the same size as Vader, I believe, and it looks extremely good. 7,323 pieces, but that just looks really intricate. There's nice color contrast. That one looks really good. This one's similar to the Homer. There's no studs on it. It's all plates in the background. But that Mario looks pretty good. And I actually really want to do a Mario art. I just think there's a lot of colors to work with in Mario. A lot of vibrant colors that could really pop off your wall. So that's one option for the Mario art right here. Of course, it's solid plates, but you could still do it with studs. There's also this one here that I found on the internet that looks pretty sharp as well. I'm not sure how I feel about the shading in his ear and underneath his hat there. I sort of like this one better here. I think there's more color and it just sort of looks good. I'm not sure how it would look built using studs rather than the solid plates like this here though. Here we go. What about Sonic? I think that one's got a little bit too much green in it, but the Sonic character looks pretty neat. There's another Simpsons one. I'm not sure how I feel about the pink eyes. I think that looks a bit strange. I'd probably replace those with white, but of course you could use any of these instructions and then sort of customize it. Obviously, there's a lot of pink in it because it was done by the Andy Warhol set. So that's why there's more pink in Ralphie here. But yeah, I would probably change his eyes to white. It wouldn't look as strange as it does, but yeah, that would be a cool one to do. I don't know if I want to add Ralphie. I'd probably rather do the core characters. Maybe even Krusty the Clown would be a really good one to do because he's got a lot of interesting colors and the big hair and stuff like that. But I would like to see some Simpsons art. That would be pretty neat. So this is actually an alternate model for Mickey and Minnie, and this is Jack Skellington. That one looks pretty sweet. I don't know if there's any other ones. So what you can do is on Rebrickable, you can search the set number. So 31202 is the set number for Mickey and Minnie Mouse. So you just search that, and I'll actually show you all of the different alternate models for that art set. And you can actually do that with any Lego set number on rebrickable.com. And the last one here is something completely different that looks amazing. This is the Tiger Mosaic. Doesn't that look awesome? That one just looks really intricate, really colorful, pretty advanced build, I would say, when it comes to art, of course. It just looks spectacular. Oh man, 3,309 pieces. It looks like this one here is 82 wide and 56 high. So it looks pretty big and it looks very detailed. I really like the look of that tiger there. So as you can see, there's a lot of different rebrickable models out there and a lot of different custom art pieces that you can build. Of course, you could also be creative and make your own as well. The big question is what are we gonna do? I really don't know. I like the look of the Mario one. I also really like the look of the Oilers logo one, obviously, because I'm an Edmonton Oilers fan. I'm pretty excited for that new custom art set that the Lego group is putting out too, with the 36 different options. I think that's pretty neat, and I really want to do that vintage spaceman. It would look good beside that vintage space logo as well. Wouldn't that look sweet side by side? I don't really know. This video just made it even more confusing for me. I don't know what to commit to. As you saw, we have a whole bunch of parts and pieces to do more Lego art, but we'll give it some thought. For sure going to move forward with the Oilers logo and, of course, the Bricksie sig fig that we have ready to go as well. So let me know what you think by commenting below. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And thank you so much for coming on by, and have yourselves a good one. Farewell.